The most important question I ever got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops here, how do you want to be remembered? What is that energy? How do people see you? This podcast series is a result of that question, what is my legacy? A phoenix is burning itself on a funeral pyre and rising from the ashes with renewed youth to live through another cycle. This fertile ash is filled with phoenix frequencies of compassion, love, forgiveness, intuition, wisdom, generosity, resilience, creativity, and evolution and involution. I've been in the ashes. I give voice to my phoenix. I share how I pioneer with ease. That's a lifestyle, a choice. I'm Nienke van Bezooijen, and I welcome you to listen and invite you to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. Recently, a friend shared she got a warning from a friend. If she didn't repost what that person had shared on social media against the genocide in Gaza, she would be unfriended for life. And earlier this year, a colleague peace builder sent an email. All people who found the time to send her birthday wishes should make the same time to subscribe to a petition. I remember in the early days of raising my children, if they wanted to be right, I would say in the end, here's a penny. If you get the penny, you are the one who's right. The opinion of the children didn't matter. Getting the penny was the reward. Was that right or was it fake? Well, maybe fake for them, but just overpowering, but just wanting to be right isn't very helpful at all. Is it fighting for feeling secure? Is it fighting for justice? In the polarization or the woke scene, I see a lot of spiritual ego. It's like, if you don't see the reality, you are a person asleep because you can't see the truth, the real thing. It becomes a slippery slope of conspiracy theories. The more convinced people become, the more their drive to force people to a next level of consciousness. As human beings, we are wired to be connected and feeling that we belong. Often we sacrifice our core values for that feeling of belonging. What is justice when we sacrifice our core values? It can be a strong motivator if fear drives us, or just fighting for a safe place because having an opinion isn't safe and our life can be a jeopardy. Of course, that's a motivator. It requires self-knowledge and the skill of listening and self-esteem to make a switch. It's so easy to feel satisfied when people are joining you in your opinion of conviction, of justice. And the people who shout out the loudest to convince the world fear often they lose the power, their status, the admiration. They fear not to be seen, heard and respected. And dignity is sacrificed to righteousness, pride and self-created feeling of the truth. Can it be we don't know what we don't know? Can it be we put our wanting to belong above open listening? Can it be we get confused by the mainstream media that bombards us with what is wrong? Wrong is only a perception. A child saying the first words doesn't say them right. A child learning to walk falls. When did we lose the right to grow by mistakes? Failing greatly with joy, to appreciate when things go out of plan. Daring greatly, sharing safely our step. Acknowledging my truth above justice might be not yours. People were prosecuted because they said the world was round, not flat. There was a time slavery was normal. There was a time people found justice in killing other people because of a different religion. Because one religion was declared superior. I always envision Buddha, Yahweh, Jesus, Mohammed and all other holy people around a table in heaven. Sad about people on earth are fighting because they were only wanted them to bring respect and love and dignity for all life. My feeling right and therefore justifying my thoughts and acts might be different from yours. If we don't act the same, it doesn't give someone the right to label me or you not to be loyal, not conscious or stupid or mentally ill or not worth to be in touch with. When do we dare to be kind? No, that's not the same as being a doormat and smiling all day in agreement. It's the willingness to stop feeling only secure when we can cling on to our righteousness, hiding our fear of mistakes, hiding our fear for abandonment, violence, or leaving a track of the majority. When do you feel at ease? For me, it's in free expression, asking questions when I don't understand your point of view, but only in free exchange, so you ask me the same. Without judgment, open listening. My mistakes are not failures, they are action steps to my growth. Yesterday, I took a walk in the forest. I saw an old beech tree. Strong branches high into the sky. When I looked closer, I noticed moss on the bark and a big lump of bark that had grown halfway the tree. The forestry workers would label this tree as very ill and ready to be on the list to be chopped down. But from the big lump of bark, there was a new branch growing strongly. I saw the tree with an injury, a trauma from the past. It had overcome the trauma of the injury. It protected itself with more bark and became resilient and flexible to continue growing. So what can we learn from nature? We are an ecosystem and we thrive through facilitating each other. Let's do what serves not only the ego proving and therefore you're feeling safe. The tree isn't judging its righteousness. It's providing oxygen. How much oxygen are you creating for human beings? Righteousness won't serve you. It's breathing in and out, not a one-way road. So don't make your truth the only one. And let me breathe my own breath in my rhythm and time so we all can thrive.